Hi everyone! So hopefully this will just be a quick YouTube video to act as an introduction and establish what sort of things you can expect to see on this new channel, and also to let you know where I am in life right now and give you a sort of update on myself. I have a few new art projects that I want to start sharing with you, as well as some new dreams that I want to start chasing. I might delete this video after I've started posting regularly and found my feet on this channel, and bought a proper microphone as well, but I just had some life updates that I need to share. So I'm mostly hoping to use this new channel as a digital diary of sorts and kind of start documenting my life. I feel like I'm about to enter this new era of being me with some lifestyle changes and fashion changes that I'm making. And honestly, I'm just feeling kind of lonely and I need a place to share my thoughts and share my life, but there's more on that later. So, starting the conversation with fashion. Back when I graduated from university, I started wearing pastel fashion. And this was a very stark contrast to what I had been wearing previously. I've mostly been an emo kid, to be honest, like gothy, grey, grey and black clothing, so this was like a huge difference. And it was to help me heal, honestly, from past trauma and some really horrible things that happened to me. And I've really loved my fashion journey so far, but it's time for the next chapter. Like I said, I've always used clothes and colours as kind of a coping mechanism, really, and a way to help me through things and motivate me through things. But through this, I've always preferred the cooler palettes, like blues, greens, purples. But recently, I discovered this style called Tenshi Kaiwai and Mizuiro, which is what Tenshi Kaiwai evolved from, but both of them. And before I discovered this J-fashion, I was actually really starting to get into Frutiger Aero and Frutiger Aqua especially. So this felt like a natural sort of mesh, and something started to happen in my brain. I went to my closet and I put together like a capsule closet, which is like sort of like a mini structured wardrobe, I guess, of all the blue and white things that I own. And I had like a full established wardrobe. So I thought I would experiment, and for a week I would just wear this wardrobe, and I just fell in love with the style. So I want to be a cyber jellyfish angel now. This isn't going to be just a fashion thing. I already have loads of plans. I want to change my room, like the aesthetic of my room, and I'm going to use this style refresh as a chance to pick up some new hobbies, or like re-pick up old hobbies that I accidentally forgot about. And in general, I'm going to try and live this sort of blue and white lifestyle. I guess a monochromatic lifestyle, unless you count white as a colour, so then it would be like a bi-colour lifestyle. But anyway, I'm talking everything like snacks, drinks, my yoga mat is blue, I've got a jellyfish blue umbrella, like I've already made a start. This mug. Something that would make me feel really happy is if I could document this and share it with the world. And hopefully it will make other people smile too. And then if I can make one, like even just one person, and give them the courage to be their true self, or be the self that they've always wanted to be, that they've been too ashamed of or haven't had the courage to be, then there you go. Like, that makes me feel fulfilled, and that would give me purpose. I talk about purpose because I really struggle with purpose in life. This whole concept of being useful to others and being useful to society and functioning as part of society. This cycle of capitalism has really warped our brains into believing that the fundamental right to exist, the right for a human to exist, it solely is based upon like how well they can earn money for other people. And something about that just doesn't sit right with me. Some people just can't do that because we're too sick. Like sometimes when I was trying to do a conventional job and conventional hours, it really felt like I would rather not be here than having to put my body through this agony just to try and appear as a normal, functioning person. And that neatly brings us to part 2 of this video. As some of you may already know, I was born sick, and I will be sick for the rest of my life, and that's okay, but it does mean that life is sometimes significantly harder for me, and I had some updates about that I wanted to share. And also, I just kind of wanted to lay it all out there, exactly what I have, just so you can get more of an understanding about me and my life, I guess. Part of this rebrand is that I'm trying to be a bit more honest and true to myself. Like, not that I've been lying up until this point, but I've been wearing a lot of, like, a mask. Intentionally, like, it was in a theatrical way. Felt like a performance, a character. And now I think I want to show you a bit more of my real self. If it's okay with you, I'm just going to pull up my iPad because I'm going to need help with listing all of this. So I have a genetic condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and that's considered a rare disease. However, I don't think it's actually that rare, and it's actually just the case of it's been underfunded, under-researched, and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm diagnosed with that, and as part of it, it comes with comorbidities, which basically means it's a free subscription for other illnesses that I didn't fucking ask for. So I have chronic, which means constant, pain in all of my joints. My bowels are all kinds of crazy. I bruise and tear really easily. I dislocate very easily. My circulation is really slow, so I'm very sensitive to temperature, like to a crazy level. I have chronic fatigue as well as part of all of this, so I'm exhausted all of the time. And then because of the constant pain, it's kind of hard to get to sleep, so they kind of work against each other, and it's stupid. I'm also having some investigations for, but I don't have an official name or diagnosis for yet, some sort of eating disorder. It could be ARFID, it could be anorexia, not really sure. And that's just my physical health. Actually, let me bring this back up. So I'm also diagnosed with PTSD and generalized anxiety disorder, and until recently, this is really interesting, until recently I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. But a short while ago, a couple of months ago perhaps, I got a new nurse, and she's really fighting in my corner, and she has basically She specialises in mental health as well, which is really useful to have when talking about these things, but she kind of retracted this borderline diagnosis, and she thinks I have autism and ADHD rather than BPD. And how I got my BPD diagnosis is a whole other story, like, it was crazy. So whilst I'm not yet diagnosed autism, ADHD, I'm actively being investigated for it. And obviously I'm also diagnosed as, I'm diagnosed with transgenderism. Hilarious. It doesn't affect my health in any way, but I just think it's really funny that I can say that. So because of this weird concoction of illnesses, I'm signed off as unfit for work by my doctors. And yeah, really, there's not much I can do in terms of conventional work. Like, I can't lift or carry heavy things because I dislocate, or I simply can't pick it up. And that includes plates. I can't carry plates because my center of balance is completely off, so I'm really clumsy and I drop things. I can't stand or walk unaided for long periods of time at all. And when I'm using my wheelchair, I can sometimes even struggle to push myself along. I struggle to do much of anything, really, apart from survive. The reason I wanted to start posting more on YouTube is because it's just better suited for longer format content. Sites like TikTok and Instagram really emphasize short videos and posting them every fucking day, which is just like the fan club structure that I just complained about. Also, there's more of an audience here for lifestyle vlogs and video essays. Like, if you discover one video from a person, it's a lot more natural to go to their channel and look at their backlog and watch their whole catalogue of content. So videos on YouTube just generally have better longevity, in my opinion. Okay, so I have 3 different types of YouTube content and videos that I want to start posting. So number 1 is fashion and lifestyle. So this will be more like classic YouTube style content, like what's in my bag, vlogs of my day, both productive and disabled, because I feel like that's going to be important to share. Bedroom tour, apartment tour, seasonal lookbooks and fashion lookbooks and stuff like that. Number 2 will be video essays. You know I love a good video essay. I have 2 series ideas in mind for video essays. So number 1 will revolve around fashion, and it will be just sort of like a a breakdown of different aesthetics, basically, like especially my favourite ones. So Cybercore, Frutiger Aero and Eco and Aqua, Mizuiro, Tenchikai Y, stuff like that. I know, as a side note, I know that Adi Harajuku is basically doing this. I promise I'm not trying to copy her or anything. I have had this idea for like ages. We just so happen to have this idea at the same time, and you know, she's just more on it than me, and that's fine. We'll be different in our own way. It's just I can see the comments now, so I just wanted to put that out there and make sure I'm not here to start any drama. Please, I'm grown. As part of these styling video essays, as well as talking about the style and the history of it, I would also like to maybe put in a segment at the end where I talk about how to incorporate it into your everyday life for the average person. You know, someone who doesn't have like £200 to spend on a single outfit or something. And then the second series that I wanted to make is like a deep dive series into nostalgic media. Things like Theme Hospital, which has recently, which has since come back as 2 Point Hospital, and then they've continued the series as that. And Club Penguin, I definitely want to make a video essay about Club Penguin because you are not ready for the amount of knowledge that I have about Club Penguin, and other things like from my childhood. And lastly, thirdly, DIY and craft videos. So things like maybe journaling, obviously DIYing fashion and accessories, thrift flipping clothes, and like pretty top loader decorating. I got some really nice cards recently that I can't wait to share and show you guys. Yeah, so basically I have a huge list of ideas and I'm coming to YouTube and I'm gonna do these things. I'm speaking it into existence and this video will hold me accountable. I just need to wait for some things to ship and arrive at my house and yes, get into this fucking boring data analysis work routine just so I can make sure that I'm keeping my pocket topped up and a roof over my head. So I'll see you guys really soon in the next video, hopefully. Bye for now!